Hey guys, a very good evening to all my crypto believers. So, have you all been curious about what's happening in the market? Don't you worry, the CoinMonks got you covered. You can also stay crypto dated with by listening to our crypto news podcast. We've left the link for you in the description box below. Okay, so before starting with the updates, let's quickly quote today's headlines. US lawmaker urges congressional action on crypto as government avoids shutdown. Bitcoin gets below 40k. Indian exchanges trade around 53k, creating an arbitrage opportunity, and El Salvador buys the dip yet again. Crypto community responds to Charlie Munger yelling at Bitcoin again. NFT music platforms to disrupt Spotify in 2022, Saxo Bank predicts. So let's start off with our refresh feed. Firstly, Senator Pat Toomey remarked Chairman Gensler's inability to give clear rules of the road for cryptocurrencies highlights the necessity for Congress to act. Senator Pat Toomey of Pennsylvania, one of the ranking members of the Senate Banking Committee, has stated that if the Securities and Exchange Commission is unable to give adequate service on cryptocurrencies, Congress should step in with legislation. I wonder what the US is up to. Are they going to centralize the decentralized community to government or something? Now that it's possible, but nobody knows what is going on to happen next. But what we know is the present scenario. So let's have a look at it. Toomey expressed his dissatisfaction with SEC head Gary Gensler's comments on the distinctions between securities and commodities in relation to token projects and stablecoins in a statement released by the Senate Banking Committee on Friday. The senator questioned the SEC's apparent differences in enforcement proceedings between crypto businesses and advisory services organizations such as Glass Lewis, which was accused of giving fraudulent and deceptive material in a similar case. For investors to benefit from a fair and competitive market, federal agencies should respond to concerns about whether, and if so, how, new and developing technologies fit under existing restrictions, Toomey said. Chairman Gensler's refusal to give clear cryptocurrency rules of the road highlights the necessity for Congress to act. Toomey has previously stated that he supports the US government introducing a central bank digital currency and that he will vote for Jerome Powell, President Joe Biden's choice for the next Federal Reserve head. In addition, in August, the senator led a bipartisan attempt to alter several elements of the newly approved infrastructure bill so that they do not apply to cryptocurrency developers, miners, and others. Following Biden's signing of the bill into law, several US politicians have offered fixes to the tax reporting requirements, with Toomey stating that Congress would have to address it in later legislation. So moving forward, Bitcoin went down to 42k levels in what seems like a flash crash. Indian exchanges trade at a higher price compared to global markets, therefore creating an arbitrage opportunity among Indian traders. All other altcoins are bleeding as well as Bitcoin is trading approximately 16% below its yesterday's market price. It's been a long time since we got a chance to buy the dip from the Bitcoin, right? The time has come, my friends. Let's go. Let's have a look at the analysis by the CoinCode Cap and find out if we can get our hands on a better percentage of Bitcoin. Yeah? So let's have a look at the current situation. Bitcoin and cryptocurrency prices have plummeted, wiping out about $300 billion from the total crypto market in only 2 days. After trading above $69,000 2 weeks ago, the Bitcoin price has plunged to around $42,000 per Bitcoin, a loss of nearly 30%. Other prominent cryptocurrencies such as ETH, Binance's BNB, Solana, Cardano, and Ripple's XRP have all lost about 20% in the last 24 hours as a result of the latest move lower. The sharp drop in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency prices, which has coincided with some significant stock market falls, comes after renowned investor Louis Navellier warned that the widely anticipated Federal Reserve tapering may break the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency bubble. Navellier warned that the Bitcoin price might go below $10,000 per Bitcoin, a loss of more than 80% from its all-time high of about $70,000 achieved last month. Bitcoin's price has experienced similar drops in the past, but bullish Bitcoin and crypto investors believe the price will rise dramatically in the next years. After the Bitcoin price plummeted below $50k, shedding more than 15% of its worth, El Salvador bought the dip, stacking 150 Bitcoins. El Salvador's Bitcoin reserves have grown to 1,270 BTC, valued more than $60.3 million as of this writing. Prior to that, on October 28, the president claimed that he had purchased 420 bitcoins during a brief down market. While Bukele's authorities were able to complete the purchase at $48,670 per coin, the bear market swiftly drove the price of Bitcoin down to over $42,000, a drop of over 37% from its all-time high. El Salvador's Bitcoin reserve has now increased to 1270 BC, or over $60.3 million at the time of writing. Previously, on October 8, during a momentary down market, the president announced the acquisition of 420 Bitcoin. The Salvadoran government's recreation plan entails releasing unrealized PTC benefits in US dollars to fund a variety of development activities while maintaining the central reserve's overall value. President Bukele announced the opening of Bitcoin City on November 21, an effort first sponsored by $1 billion in Bitcoin bonds. Bukele claims that in Bitcoin City we will have digital and technological education, geothermal energy for the whole city, and efficient and sustainable public transport. So moving towards our next portion, the vice chairman of Berkshire Hathaway compares crypto to the dot-com boom and accuses crypto initiatives of being greedy. The crypto world reacted fast to 97-year-old financial veteran Charlie Munger's new views about cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. Man, they've roasted this guy a lot. I mean, I can make a dedicated funny video for it. Anyways, let's have a look at what's getting cooked. According to the Sydney Morning Herald, the vice chairman of Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway spoke about crypto at Australia's Sohn Hearts and Minds conference on Friday, reaffirming his strong mistrust of the market. Munger, a well-known cryptocurrency skeptic, has made some new comments on the business, claiming that the present crypto ecosystem is much wilder than the dot-com period in general. I believe the dot-com boom was much wilder in terms of valuations than what we have now, he said. Munger also stated that he supports China's recent move to prohibit Bitcoin and crack down on some of capitalism's exuberations, saying, "Believe me when I say that the folks that create cryptocurrencies aren't thinking about the client, they're thinking about themselves. I want to generate money by offering them healthy products, not unhealthy ones." Following Munger's new statements on Bitcoin, a number of people in the crypto industry have reacted. Many people have pointed out that his failure to grasp new technology like Bitcoin at his age is unsurprising. Despite Munger's eagerness to earn money by selling nice products, Berkshire Hathaway is the largest stakeholder in Coca-Cola, which is said to be a major contributor to numerous health issues, according to Synthetix creator Kane Warwick. I'm okay if Charlie Munger doesn't purchase crypto, Jamal Hassan, program director of the Crypto and Blockchain podcast series The Crypto Corner, said of Munger's decision not to invest in crypto. "I'm sure there are certain items Charlie purchases that I don't require." Some crypto industry insiders also pointed out that China has tried to prohibit Bitcoin many times in the last 8 years, but this hasn't stopped the cryptocurrency from growing by more than 5,000%. So moving towards our final segment for today evening, according to reports, Spotify and Apple Music took a 75% cut from performers' earnings in addition to the cut given to labels. As popular music streaming services like Spotify slash musicians' earnings, emerging technologies like NFTs are expected to help artists reclaim their due share, according to Saxo Bank. So let's find out the interesting details from it. Music composers would gain from NFT-based streaming services, according to one of Saxo Bank's outrageous predictions 2022 revolution, since they allow them to distribute music directly to listeners without paying a charge to decentralized middlemen. Mads Eberhardt, a cryptocurrency analyst at Saxo Bank, claims that major music streaming companies like Spotify and Apple Music take a significant cut, which accounts for 75% or more of overall income when combined with the cut given to labels. These models don't link individual customers' cost to the music they actually listen to, Eberhardt said, adding, "As musicians feel unfairly treated by the income-sharing methods of existing streaming services like Spotify and Apple Music, the use case for NFTs might prove particularly appealing in the next step for technology for content providers in the music business." By the way, guys, you know what? I think Spotify developers or marketers are into anime and crypto as well. I mean, their posts and eager eggs say so. Y'all must have seen that 2021 Wrapped of Spotify. I liked it, man. It even had an NFT reference. Meanwhile, Spotify's earnings have been continuously increasing over time, indicating that NFT-based music services have a lot to potential to disrupt. Spotify earned 7.85 billion euros in sales last year, up 16% from the previous year, according to the company's official 2020 financial figures. Spotify's financials improved in 2021, with the overall number of monthly active users increasing 19% year over year to 381 million in the third quarter. Spotify has been paying attention to the cryptocurrency business as previously reported and will be searching for individuals with a crypto experience in the late 2020. The company is also aware of the emergence of NFTs as it addressed them in its Spotify Wrapped 2021 report, which was released on Wednesday. So we would now wind up with the assessment for today evening and meet you all tomorrow with even more interesting stuff. Until then, you may consider joining our Telegram channel for free crypto signals. Visit our blog linked below for guides, reviews, and tutorials, and subscribe to the channel and get daily updates about the crypto market. Lastly, with this little favor of CoinMonks, we hope you stay updated. Thanks for watching and have a nice day ahead.